Okay, so here are the list of sources that I'm suggesting you look at. Most of these are dictionary, encyclopedia kinds of books that have a variety of critical articles, and I'd like you to start very generally, not necessarily about your particular novel, but about the topic that you're interested in. For example, let's go here to this companion to the Victorian novel, and you go down to the table of contents here, and we see just keep going down until we find the table of contents, and it'll show us some of the topics that are covered. Here we go. All right, and so you see right away we see articles that would be suitable for several different topics. So here's money, economy, and social class. If you're interested in Marxist criticism, this is an important article for you. Victorian psychology, there it is, right there, helping you with a psychoanalytic view. Empire, race, in the Victorian novel, perfect. That's exactly what you need if you are going to look at post-colonial criticism. Very, very helpful. As we go through, then, forms of the Victorian novel. So if you're doing detective fiction, you might want to take a look at this article. The sensation novel, if you're doing Lady Audley's Secret, something like that, then something about that genre of novel would be helpful. The Gothic romance in the Victorian period, very, very important. If you're doing children's fiction or science fiction, here are a couple of articles that would be useful to you for that. And so that's really what I'm trying to get at here, that these books have a variety of articles, and you are not going to cite this citation that I've given you here. You are going to cite the particular chapter in the book that you are referring to. And so I'm asking you to use these. I will particularly point out these companion to the Victorian novel. And here's a similar book, different publisher, different editors, but again, with chapters devoted to different topics. The Columbia History of the British Novel is also a good one, and particularly the Routledge Companion to Victorian Literature, which is very recent. There are reference books here on Gothic literature and poetry. I would particularly point out to you this Victorian Britain, an encyclopedia. Unfortunately, it's just a print book, so you'll have to visit the library to see what's inside, but there are a number of topics there that I think would be of great help to you. And so you need to pick three articles from some of these books that you think would give you a kind of an overview of the kind of criticism that you're going to look at. So in your proposal this week, you are telling me which novel or which poetry or children's lit or sci-fi you are going to focus on for your project, and then you are going to find 3 articles. You don't have to read them. It's not an annotated bibliography yet. You just have to locate them, and you'll then have time to read them and find others. But I want anyway. So that's where we are. The proposal. This week you'll tell me what work you want to work on, and next week you'll choose 3 citations, and give me a rationale for what you want to look at, particularly in the work that you're doing. Okay, thank you very much. I look forward to reading your proposals, and I hope you enjoy picking work to study for the rest of the semester.